Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be going over the difficulty bomb that is going to be released on the Ethereum network on the run up to the merge. So if you didn't know, there has to be a difficulty reached before the run up to the merge so that they can transition to proof of stake easier, so the blocks keep mining whilst the transition is going through. So right here we're going to get into what happens on these dates and when it's actually coming in, so you guys have new information and can get prepared for it. So background: following the years of hard work, Ethereum's proof of stake is finally here. The successful upgrade of all public testnets is now complete, and the merge has been scheduled for the Ethereum mainnet. The merge is different from previous network upgrades in two ways. First, node operators need to update both their consensus layer and execution layer clients in tandem, rather than just one of the two. Second, the upgrade activates two phases, the first named Bellatrix at the epoch height on the beacon chain, and the second named Paris upon hitting total difficulty on the execution layer. So that's a lot of information to just take in based off that paragraph that they just said there, but I'm going to explain it by looking at this image that we have here. So if you look to the left, we can see that the Ropsten, Sopelia and Gorelli merges happened on the upgrade public testnets, so these were off-chain, and these are basically testing that we've seen in the last couple of months. And then if we look below that blue line, we can see that the green and red, these are on-chain testings, well, on-chain layers, I guess. So right here we have the Bellatrix epoch, which is a September 6th. So what's going to happen is when it hits September 6th, the difficulty of Ethereum mining is going to ramp up significantly higher. It's basically going to be an exponential difficulty increase all the way up until the merge. So it has to hit a certain difficulty and then the merge will actually switch over. This is why they can't put an actual date on it, because they need to hit this total difficulty for the merge to actually tick over. They did say at the top of this paragraph that they were saying that the 10th to the 20th is going to be the dates for the merge, but now they've narrowed it down to the 15th to the 16th as they've seen the projections and they know it's going to happen between those 2 days. So what's going to happen on September 6th is we're going to see a basically difficulty bomb go off. It's going to be way harder of a difficulty bomb than the other ones previous, and we're going to see as soon as it hits a certain difficulty it's going to switch over to proof of stake. And this has got all the clients and stuff all updated, so they already know that it's going to switch over. The merge is a two-step process. The first step is a network upgrade Bellatrix on the consensus layer triggered by an epoch height. Now this epoch height directly relates to difficulty on the network, and once you hit that epoch height, this is when we're going to see the switch over to proof of stake. This is followed by the execution layer's transition from proof of work to proof of stake. Paris, which is the consensus on the execution layer, triggered by a specific total difficulty threshold called the terminal total difficulty. The Bellatrix upgrade is scheduled for epoch 144896 on the beacon chain on the 6th of September. So this is when this total difficulty is going to start ramping up. Paris, the execution layer's proportion of the transition, will be triggered by the terminal total difficulty of, it just says that number there, I'm not going to read it out for you, expected between the 10th and the 20th of September. So obviously they've now narrowed it down to around the 15th to the 16th, just because it's in between there, and they can kind of see that the projections show that they're going to hit this total difficulty at that date. The exact date which total difficulty reached depends on proof of work hash rate. Estimates for the transition could be found at bordel.wtf and at 797.io/the merge. So as it says here, I just want to focus on it depends on the proof of work for hash rate. So we've seen over the past couple of days that some of the hash rate from Ethereum has actually moved on to the Ethereum Classic network. So we actually need more hash rate for this merge to go through quicker. So if we really wanted it to get done quicker, like on the 13th of September, let's say, we would have to produce a massive amount of hash rate on the network so the merge could go in through quicker. Once the execution layer reaches or exceeds the TTD, the subsequent block will be produced by the beacon chain validator. The merge transition is considered complete once the beacon chain finalizes that block. Under normal network conditions, this will happen in 2 epochs, or under 13 minutes, after the first post-TTD block is produced. It just goes on to say about client releases for the people that are running nodes and that are running execution layers and stuff like that. So you can download them on this website here. Now if we talk about the difficulty chart here on Ethereum, we can see that we have this run up, and this was just because of the difficulty bomb that they decided to delay. Now this is a slow difficulty bomb. It ramps up exponentially, but not as exponentially as this difficulty bomb will for the merge. This difficulty bomb for the merge will ramp up real quick, and then as soon as we hit that total difficulty, it's going to switch over. It's around a range of 12 days, something like that. It should be around 12, 13 days, depending on how much hash rate they are on the network. And if we click on here, we can see that I highlight this in the top right, that we have 903 terahash on the network. Now this did used to be at 1000 terahash, I'm pretty sure, around 4 months ago. So if we are on that 1000 terahash, we might see a 10% increase in this difficulty when the run up to the merge happens. So it could get done quicker. It could get done on the 14th instead of the 15th of September. Now if we look on the Ethereum Classic network, we can see here that we have 46 terahash on the network. Previously, in the last, I don't know, something like 2 weeks, it was at around 20 terahash on the network. So it's theoretically doubled its terahash, and that's taken from the Ethereum pool, I would assume. And then if we go onto Ethereum, we can see that the terahash, we obviously just looked at it, is sitting at around 900 terahash. It varies between them. And it was sitting at around 950, but we're going to have to see over the coming days what kind of network hash rate we're averaging, just to see if this difficulty is going to increase quicker so we can get the merge done quicker. So as soon as this merge goes through, we're going to see one block from the actual proof of stake come in, and as soon as that block is confirmed by the nodes on the network, that is when the switch will happen. And I really want to see what happens to all of these coins that we have on mining pool stats. We want to see what hash rates they are actually receiving from this Ethereum merge. Currently we have 900 terahash on the Ethereum network, and that has to be split between all of these other coins. Obviously we have things like Ethereum Classic, which is a choice that many people are going to go for. We have, Ravencoin, Flux, Ergo, and all these other proof of work cryptos that can receive this hash rate, but don't really have the means to support it for profitability. But overall, we're going to be doing a live stream on that day, or on the day that the merge is predicted to come in. So we'll be keeping an eye on the difficulty of the network, and we'll be doing a live stream on that, and we'll just be going over which coins are actually receiving hash rate off the Ethereum network. So we're basically just going to be looking at mining pool stats, seeing how the hash rate is fluctuating between these coins, and seeing which one comes out on top as the most hash rate added to the network. So keep your eye out for that live stream. We'll be announcing it on Discord, Twitter, and on the YouTube community tab. Don't forget to join the Discord. We'll be doing weekly updates on there for crypto mining and crypto investing. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content like this.